Kicking out now sends a very clear message.
Wow! Ripley got her! 2! Scores the win!
Welcome back to MyRise 2K25. I am your host, attackslug. One final playthrough past the worst match in MyRise, and now to Rhea and Cody.
Did you see those social media posts? They're trying to sound tough, but we've got them rattled.
That's exactly why I'm concerned.
Because you think Punk's gonna try something? I hope he does. The only thing better than smashing those two mutiny faces into the mat will be smashing through Punk's plans on the way to do it.
Let him try to unsettle us. It won't work. We're fighting for the future. His tricks won't change that.
Don't start doubting us now.
Never. I've seen what you both can do. As soon as you said you were willing to fight alongside my partner and I, there was no other choice. But we've all been on the receiving end of Punk's deception before, and I've got a bad feeling about this.
You think there was something more to them saying they were going to make SmackDown a mutiny arena?
Maybe, but they also don't know we're working together. You'll have your hands full with Bayley and Lexis King. We'll patrol the arena and shut down any mutiny interference.
Good. I can't wait to show them our brutality.
Which pair will stand united and which pair will fall divided?
It looks like the rumors are true. Mutiny is planning an attack.
Guess what, Tony D? It's me again. And here we are again. Let's get the job done. I got two finishers, Tony D. Two. Count them. Uno and dos. So deal with Uno. Then we have our Sig. And then we have another finisher. Relax, Byron. A little wrestling ring. Shut up. So many Stun Dog millionaires. Just multiple. And then finally, good night, Tony D. Nice and easy.
Here's the Unity title challengers.
I'm not sure if these two know what just happened backstage, but if so, that's got to give them an extra level of confidence, knowing Mutiny has already been thrown off their game.
Well, you don't want to get too overconfident, though, Saxton. They've still got a match, and those Unity titles are going to be won or lost in the ring.
The Unity titles are once again on the line here on SmackDown.
Okay, this was the one with the crooked ref, I'm pretty sure. So let's get our objectives. Weaken Lexis King until Chad Patton here betrays the brand. And that's what he does in this endeavor. And then we yeet one Lexis King out of the ring in a very rough bump. But there is another thing I haven't done yet, which is there is a choice here between bold and brash, comedic, and scheming and calculated. And certainly I've seen bold and brash, and I've seen comedic, so we gotta make sure to choose the scheming and the calculated. And also, that gave Lexis King a finisher, which is not cool. I don't appreciate that, but it ain't happening, Lexis King. Sorry. We're finishing our objective. So, Irish Whipping Bayley is the next bit of business, and so get us to that cutscene, shall we? Must whip Bayley to the upper right-hand corner. Lexis King, tag out. Huh? Tag yourself in. The role model. The hugger. Just crawl and tag. It's not that complicated, but apparently you don't want to do it, which, okay. Yes, now crawl and tag. Do the, yes, there it is. We got there. Bayley. Cutscene. Oh, my arm. The roll up. Peace. Chad Patton, you're fired. Best of 3, we know.
A crooked referee? Ugh, just when we thought Punk couldn't stoop any lower.
Every day he proves he doesn't have the guts to fight us fair. At least we laid out Lexis.
Which Punk is using as an excuse to step in at Survivor Series. Feels like a setup, another one of his ploys. Let's make sure we're ready.
Well, we could start by telling the GMs to make the match no DQ.
I don't like that.
Well, we've got one episode of SmackDown before Survivor Series. Let's go out to the ring and deliver a message to Mutiny that they can't ignore.
And even though the entire team will be out there, let's make sure Punk knows the message is coming from the two of us.
Then we should lean into our personalities, use what we do best.
So, bold and brash, or scheming and calculated, it's time for some mind games.
Let's show Punk he's not the only one who can craft a clever scheme. Some mind games never hurt. At least, not the one who's playing them.
I like that. I mean, if we could push a wedge between Punk and KO or Bailey, that could really help us.
You remember all those interviews WWE posted after Damage Control broke up?
I do. And if someone was to get their hands on those and do some creative editing...
Mutiny will be too busy questioning each other to focus on us.
This is going to be fun.
Rhea versus Io, Cody versus Kev and Slug, and AJ versus Bailey and CM Punk, and then of course the betrayal from AJ.
And there they are, the team representing WWE at Survivor Series.
Looks like we're going to get some kind of audio-visual presentation.
Bailey has proven she's not a leader. Everything she touches turns to trash.
Bailey's not nearly as smart as she thinks she is.
The obvious person to blame for all the failures is Bailey.
Harsh words from Punk and KO about one of their trusted generals.
And right before Survivor Series? What a bombshell!
You have to believe Mutiny is paying close attention right now.
I assume everyone's laser focused as we head into Survivor Series.
Let's hear what Team WWE has to say.
You know, I've always wondered if the Mutiny minions know how the so-called voice of the voiceless talks about them behind their backs.
Well, they do now. Loyalty in Mutiny comes with an expiration date. Who knows what else they're saying off the record?
Members of Mutiny, if you feel betrayed, WWE will welcome you with open arms!
CM Punk has heard enough.
I don't know where you got that audio, but this whole scheme reeks of desperation. Mutiny isn't built on fragile egos or naive trust. Bailey knows I value her. We're stronger than your petty manipulations.
You seem rattled, Punk. Is it because while you're plotting and planning, your faithful followers are plotting their exits? They're not loyalists. They're opportunists, just like you.
And after Survivor Series, you'll find yourself a leader without an army, without a follower, without a friend.
So, Mutiny isn't loyal? They're gonna leave me all alone? Let's test that theory. 4 of my so-called minions are in your arena right now. As usual, you think you're playing chess, but really, it's just tic-tac-toe. Predictable and easily countered.
Mutiny is here to go tic-tac-toe-to-toe with Team WWE.
Survivor Series can wait, but apparently we can't. It looks like we're about to have a 4-on-4 match right here on SmackDown after this break.
And then we get the 8-man tag, which again should be elimination, but it's not because they just didn't do it that way, which is, you know, annoying because that's where it should be, building towards this particular pay-per-view. And yeah, I didn't have a chance this week to do a moveset change, but I will for next week to finish up this video series. That's the plan anyway. But Trick, guess what? Kiss the fist and pin the Trick. Whoop the Trick, if you will. And referee just stood there for a second. Stood there and waited for a second, and then decided, oh, actually, wait, I should count. I got a job to do. That's funny. That's funny. But no, Trick, that's not how this is going to go. And this match, much like... Nice, reversed it. Much like the tag match that I skipped past on video here, I played at this point 3 times, just annoying. Because we know that they're going to have the count broken up by the other 3, and then actually gaining the win becomes much more annoying, and missing my prompts all freaking day here is not helping either. So that's a big part of it, Trick. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet for the actual other choice we have here, which is certainly, I already did the Legends, but there's either the 2K My Players or it's the people on the Indies. I might just do the My Players is funnier than the Indies of, you know, like Adrian Williams or, you know, whatever it is, Josie Jane, Paragon J. Pierce. Like, no, I'm okay with that. But, you know, if it was like, here's Buzz and here's The Lock, that's kind of funnier. We'll see. But again, like, the game can't use your old save files, which would be even funnier to have me and then me and then me as The Lock and as Buzz and as, you know, all that nonsense. But it's what it is. Don't go nowhere, Trick. Nah, guess what? Getting your salt shook. Or not. Or we're doing that. Unfortunate. Nice lariat, but what the hell was that? I had my SIG, and Trick was like, no thank you. Not today. Not on my watch. Which is fine, we're almost there again, so this is going to be, hopefully, don't tag out. Just don't, no, don't, yeah, sure, pin me, that's fine. That's an easy enough kick out, which should be giving you enough time to get up here, hopefully, yes. Yes. Now, bro, twice in a row on that. I cannot believe the double for Trick. You're not Team Rocket. Relax. Really? And gotcha. That's good. That's good. No, we're going to pin you on that. It was funny. 1, 2, and a 2. So the problem now is when, or if, I hit this finish, I don't have enough extra oomph here to make it happen the way I want it to happen. So that indeed is a problem. Screw you. Nonsense. Jokeplex. Pin. No! See, that's what I hate about this 8-man tag team non-elimination, because now all that work is down the drain. Roxanne Perez, get a slug exploder. Screw you, Trick. All that work, and what did it matter? None. 0. Back to square one. And I'm pissed about it. But Roxanne, you say, you've made it in here, you've made it to the dance, but the sluggo, myself, is almost back to signature, which spells disaster for you. Cora Jade did her thing, and now either Braun Breaker or Trick will come in to break it up, and then Slug Sploder times 2 to Roxanne, who is just the tiny chief being just flung around, 2, and no one broke it up. I'll take it.
Got it. Big time tag team win.
Ally Rally is complete. Tune in tonight, says The Rock.
Here we are. The future of WWE rests entirely on our shoulders.
No pressure, though.
I'm telling you, after that leaked audio, Mutiny must be at each other's throats. They can't be on the same page walking into tonight.
Now we just have to keep them off balance.
You have something in mind?
We need to keep the pressure on. You know they're going to use every trick in the book, so we need to beat them to the punch.
The time for talk is over. Let's get out there and start the series with a win.
Better yet, let's make it 2 wins. I don't think we're ever going to get to that 3rd and final Unity title match, no matter what Mutiny tries to pull.
So long as we have this kind of faith in each other, I know I'm going to walk out of Survivor Series on the winning side.
And that winning side will be next week on Wiped Out. So, we've got like a couple more here, and then we're done with MyRise for good. I'm attackslug. Thanks for watching. More videos right here. I'll see you next time, and I'm out.